All right, guys, Valhalla is Saturday. So let's talk about important things that you need to know. If you're doing Valhalla, watch this video. Even if you've done it before, especially if you didn't do it last year, pay attention to this because it's very similar to last year, but there may be some things you haven't thought about, and this should address most of the questions that we get. Right? First question is like, did I sign up, or what heat am I signed up for? Easy. I'm posting a picture on Sugar Water of the heat list, but it's also in the gym, in the flyer panel, right behind or right next to the fit aid behind where the iPad used to be. If you don't know where that is, ask one of your coaches, they can show you, but that will list what heat you're in and whether you signed up or not. T-shirts will be available also when you arrive that day. What are the workouts? Check Sugar Wad for that Saturday. They're up, they're in order. Easy to see. You can see kind of what you've got coming up, so you know what to get ready for. When should you arrive? Well, we will be assigning spots based on the order of sign up. So if you sign up first, you get first pick 20 minutes before the first heat begins. Now, if person number one in line gets here an hour early, they can have their spot, but we're not going to move on to number two if they're not here until 20 minutes before. If you're not here 20 minutes before your heat starts, meaning 6:40 a.m. for the 7 o'clock heat, 7:10 a.m. for the 7:30 heat, you will go to the back of the line. You'll still be able to jump in. You just lose your pick, right? So you'll go with whatever is left. How much time is between workouts? Each workout is a different length, but it's generally about 25 to 30 minutes between workouts, and you can kind of see how long each thing is going to take you, right? Now, in between workouts, where are you going to be? Outside. So be prepared for this. Bring chairs. If you want to bring a tent, bring a tent. Bring whatever you need to relax outside the parking lot. We will not be parking in the parking lot to allow you to hang out outside, right? It just is not room to have 20 people going in the gym and 15 people outside of the gym, or 15 people in there watching as well. It becomes too chaotic. Everybody's trying to foam roll and relax. It doesn't work. So you're going to be outside. Make sure you prepare for that. Food, you want to bring food or some sort of liquid calories, right? Up to you. We're not really competing here, so generally you can get away with solid food, but bring something that's easy to eat and that you actually like and that you can keep outside. Whether you need a cooler, that's fine, but make sure you have some sort of nutrition. Generally, people really struggle if they don't have anything to refuel them. You're working out doing hero wads, which is basically like, think about a Saturday workout, 4 straight hours in a row. So make sure you are prepared to re-energize yourself. Warm-ups for each workout. We're going to have some stuff outside so you guys can prepare. It's going to be somewhat limited because we obviously need the equipment inside, but you are responsible for getting yourself warmed up for each workout. There will be a few minutes between changeovers while we load up and warm up, but it's going to be very minimal. You want to be fairly ready to go, or at least ready to move with the barbell very quickly inside of that, because there won't be any delays, right? I'm not ready. Sorry, you're just gonna have to catch up because we don't have time in the schedule because there's another heat coming after yours. So make sure that if you need to do stretching or mobility, that's done before your call to come into the warm-up, which will be approximately 10 minutes before each heat start time. So 10 minutes before 7, 8, 9, 10, or 10 minutes before 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, that type of thing. Right. So each workout starts at 7, 8, 9, 10 if you're in that heat, or 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. There may be a delay in that 10:30 heat because the last workout's 25 minutes, but it shouldn't be too much if we can keep things running on time. And like I said, I'm not going to hold workouts because you're not ready, because we just don't have the ability to do that. Because if I hold every workout for 5 minutes, we're going to end up an hour, hour and a half behind at the end, and that just isn't what we want to do. I would also, scaling and levels, right? The levels are up there. Scaling options are up there. Progressions are up there. I would advise you're doing 4 workouts, pick stuff you're comfortable with, right? Generally, a day like today is not the time we push things because you have a whole lot to do and you don't want to crush yourself on workout 1 or plan to crush yourself on workout 4 when you've already done 3 workouts, right? So keep things in your wheelhouse and keep things comfortable. There obviously are scaling and loading kind of instructions for each workout. also have an idea of what you're going to do before you get there. So don't go, oh, there's pull-ups. What am I going to do? No, if you're doing ring rows or you're doing jumping, right? Or even if kipping versus chest bar, things like that, right? If you're not going to climb a rope, make sure you know that you're not going to climb a rope, because I'm going to be asking you that, and we'll set up a thing. We'll help you set up the pulley system. So just make sure you have a good idea of what you're going to do before the workout time, right? And all the workouts are up there. So again, you can go through them all. Extra clothes, it's really going to depend on how hot it is, but in general, it's not a bad idea to have multiple extra shirts or tanks or whatever you wear, because they get pretty disgusting. So you may not want to, it may not matter to you, that's fine. But I would advise bringing multiple tops to wear, and I'd also advise you, even if it's going to be warm, to have some sort of hoodie for after workouts when you're sweaty. And I would also advise bringing a towel so you can dry off a bit, maybe a couple towels, so that you're not sitting out there sweating and then getting cold and then throwing a wet hoodie on. All that stuff is completely up to you, but just think about that before you come. So hopefully that answers most of your questions. I think I talked about t-shirts, but t-shirts will be available that day. So when you check in, you'll be able to get your t-shirt if you ordered one, or hoodie and t-shirt, whatever you ordered. Just be ready to go. And remember, you will be outside and you need to be, and this thing needs to run on time. So just think about being prepared. All right. See you Saturday.